what you know about it. Awesome job.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Black. Got enough for the first. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is
nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fix is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
The Hoosiers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Indiana!
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the air, it's Levin. With the catch, it's Tyson. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's McClain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. No Cam Scatteroo this season, guys. He was the definition of all-purpose workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding superstar. Sam Levitt is that guy. Can run it, can throw it, showed so much moxie last year. The offense might look a little bit different, but it's nice to have a trigger man like that.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Levitt. Finds the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Throwing right. He's got an open man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Second down, he'll throw it. He wants it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical third down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
That is no good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Sun Devils will try to put one on the board on first and goal.
29 Philly.
Powers forward. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football.
Sneaks it into the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Rushes on him. Snagged in the middle. It's Cooper. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud.
He's loose. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. That's caught. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. They were trying to work the outside there. He played it perfectly, almost got the pick. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Turning it on. Got the first down. Looking for more. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
When you're an offensive lineman, you have to sell pass on a draw play. You got to set real quick, make it look like a pass, and then boom, I'm leaving that guy. I'm hitting that running back right behind him. Now I can get to the second level, and you can see when I do that, you make big gains like this, catch the defense off guard.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Hoosiers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Oh, they're after him. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
All right, now, if you're the quarterback, you got to know in this game, you better be ready every snap. You better know where the pressure is coming from because this defense is going to bring it from all over the place.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Quick completion on the out route. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what?
Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hemby. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Line getting set on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Caught behind the line. It's Black. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got a man. It's McClain. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Here's a heat. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's McClain. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The holder will put it down at midfield. A 60-yard attempt from the left side, no less. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Catch in the middle, it's Becker. Excellent job. Work. through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Fires to the right. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cooper. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you could tell he wanted to get it to the big man, and I would too, by the way. You got a 6'4", 6'5", 6'17" wide receiver out there. You want to throw it up so he can make a play. Set those feet first, then you give it to him.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Zings it complete to the right. Going for the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hoosiers will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first off.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab on the right. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, somewhat.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. To the air, it's Mendoza. Pulls it in, it's Black. What a cut, now he's loose. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down.
A shot toward the end zone. It's complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Black. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Power football with the run. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive game for my offense.
He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Northern Illinois has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Husky Stadium. They're up by 4 over the Red Hawks of Miami. Any big developments here on the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Man, the receiver right now is just living rent-free in that cornerback's head. Early in the game, caught a bunch of in-breaking routes. Now he catches the corner route. He can run the entire route tree, and right now, he's just running wild.
Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field.
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers,
there he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Back to pass, it's Mendoza. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Gives it on the outside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
An assault enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Sun Devils! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
They'll line up to go for 2.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Indiana 31, Arizona State.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. give to the running back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Immediately fires to the middle. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Off play action. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
The Hoosiers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To throw, it's Mendoza. Finds his tight end. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Grab near the marker. It's Becker. Touchdown, Indiana! And the punishment has been extended. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game. Arizona
State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Hemby. He's in open space downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive in advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Rides to back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. And they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty